if the military operation would have been was delayed even a little bit by Russia, Russia could have suffered a devastating blow. The fact that this is the case has been demonstrated by further events. So if anyone is saying that this was not the right time and not the right place, you have to understand that otherwise, had we waited half a month or just a couple of weeks, the things would have taken a very different turn. This was like in Bucha. They wanted just to have another package of sanctions, and we discussed their special operation and the operation carried out by the British to pressure us. If any one of you needs any information about the cars they used to go to Bucha and how they went there and what vehicles they used, you can get this information from the Federal Security Service of Russia or from our secret services in Belarus.
They say that the world is not ever going to be the same, and that is true. Those who wanted to go back in time, back to the old comfortable environment, I'd like to say to them directly, you can forget about it. The modern world is a violent conflict, a confrontation of civilizations, and the West has been fully aware of that for many years. In fact, in the 1930s and 1940s, there was a political figure who wanted to establish his own political order in the world. You know how that ended very well. And I believe that it is high time that Washington looks into the past and looked at what our fathers and grandfathers did to defend themselves. They suffered, but they won. And we are going to win as well, as we always have in our 1,000 years history. Thank you. Let me accentuate the second word. We are brothers. It's not about being younger or older brothers, but we are brothers. And nothing has changed over the past few years. We've never had any doubt that if anyone would give us and grant us the shoulder and help us, it would be Belarus. This has always been the case over the 100 years of our collective history. We do not delineate between Russia and Belarus. We are united. And as strange as it may sound right now, Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine are all brothers. All three of us are brothers, but unfortunately, we've been left no choice, unfortunately. And as Mr. Lukashenko said, it was just a matter of time until the conflict started. The Blitzkrieg that our Western, the Western states wanted to have against Russia, it failed. Our economy continues to operate. Of course, they have achieved certain results. We had to increase the interest rate of the central bank to 20%, but recently the interest rate has been turned down by several percentage points, and this was in fact evidence that the Russian economy and the Russian banking sector are very stable, and the macroeconomic variables and indicators in Russia are very much stable, and you will see this in the nearest future.